start.
Yeah? Alright. Hi everyone, so I'm going to go over and compare and contrast arteries, veins, and capillaries. So I sort of created this chart to make it easy to see it all at the same time. Arteries, so first we'll go over the wall. Arteries and veins are very similar as far as their wall. They both have the external layer, which is called the tunica externa, and then the medial layer, which is the tunica media. In an artery, it's much thicker though than it is in a vein. And then the innermost layer is the tunica interna, which in the vein, some of the veins have valves. That is also from this tunica interna. Capillaries, they have a much thinner wall. They only have the tunica interna, and that's what allows them to exchange the nutrients and gases and waste. As far as the actual opening of the arteries and veins and capillary, what's called the lumen, arteries and veins are both wide compared to the capillary, which is narrow. In the capillary, the blood cells pretty much go single file. And then as far as the different classes of artery, veins, and capillaries, for arteries, we have our conducting arteries. These are our largest. So those are like your pulmonary trunk and your aorta. Then those branch into your distributing arteries. Those are the ones that go to your organs. And then the resistance arteries are the ones that get smaller, and eventually the smallest ones of those are your arterioles. Then as far as the veins go, so we'll start with our large veins. Those are your vena cava. And then you have your venous sinuses. These are our thin-walled ones. And then we go to our medium veins, and then our muscular veins, or venules, and then our post-capillary venules. These are the ones that connect to the capillaries, just like the resistance arteries. The smallest version of those are what connect to the capillaries. Our capillary classes are not divided the same way as the arteries and veins. The arteries and veins we did large to small, whereas capillary, it depends on the permeability and what solutes and nutrients and everything it allows to go through. So the continuous capillaries have tight junctions, so they don't allow as much filtration, whereas the fenestrated have filtration pores, so they allow a little bit more of the larger substances to get through. And then there's the discontinuous ones, which have very wide gaps between the cells, and so that is where your larger nutrients and proteins and everything are able to enter into the bloodstream or be released.